Hello guys, this is IntoCryptoSpace. Let's talk about Crow with Knife. Caw. Hello, we got some great news for you today. Strap in. Looking at this chart, it's looking primed to explode. Looking at this chart, I cannot wait for it to start pushing back into all-time highs. Quite possibly very soon, by the end of the week. Who knows? It's all speculation, but that's what makes it so exciting. Get ready, strap in, and stay tuned. So straight from the official account, Crow with Knife is teaming up with WolfSwap, Cronos' best DEX aggregator, for our first collab. For a limited time, half of the trading fees on WolfSwap are going to go straight into the Crow with Knife community treasury. These fees power future costs such as SEX listing fees, which are central exchange, burnt LP, burnt tokens, and more. So support the Crow with Knife community treasury by doing your existing Crow with Knife swaps on WolfSwap. At the end of the day, WolfSwap being an aggregator, it gets you the best price for your trade. So why not? Also, bear in mind, to celebrate this collab, they will be doing a trading contest starting at midnight UTC the 26th, which is tomorrow night, worth an upwards of 5,000 Crow with Knife. That is substantial. Ooga booga. Saving this piece of news for the back burner, we have found out what exchange we are going to be listed on. So going officially from the Treasury wallet, going to transactions, you can see that an upwards of 108,000 of Crow with Knife and 200,000 USDT was sent out of the wallet. The Crow with Knife being sent right to the Gate.io wallet address, right? And then going into the second address, you can notice going right into this is a wallet that has an upwards of 890 million in USD value, ranging from all of the top pairs with an upwards of 64 different blockchain coins and assets. Scrolling down, you can see that the USDT value is well over $100 million alone. This, of course, can be used as payment. The 200,000 was probably used in partial for the pairing. I would like to speculate that it's both. 100,000 is probably as payment, and the other 100,000 is being used to pair immediately upon listing with Crow with Knife. So into CryptoSpace, is this bullish? Why aren't we on some of the other exchanges? What makes Gate.io so great? So, doing some research, I'm on the Gate.io volume page of CoinMarketCap. It's accessible anywhere, and I will have this posted below. But you can see an upwards 24-hour period. It trades up to a $2.9 billion in 24 hours. That is insane. In terms of how supported the exchange is, it has an upwards of 4.5 billion in USD value. So it has plenty of money, and it's strengthened to a T. Beyond that, you can see all of the separate wallets. Most of them are going to be cold wallets, so it can't be moved. Some of the other assets is part of a hot wallet. You know, every exchange has its in and outs. So looking beyond this, you also want to see what kind of exposure are we going to get to. So looking at the top 10, we can point out that Gate.io is number 7. And all the exchanges across the world, it is number 7. What's bullish enough about it is that looking at the weekly visits, 2.9 million people visit this on a weekly basis. Crypto.com has just over 700,000. So this is about a 6 to 7x right from the start of visits of that exchange, right? And the day of the listing, and upwards of 4 million people within that week are going to be exposed and see it, right? Along with that, let's compare the number of markets it's exposed to. This is quite crazy. So Crypto.com has an upwards of 718 markets, which is substantial, don't get me wrong. But Gate.io has just under 3,700 different markets. Again, that is about an 8 to 7x. Now, moving on. So Crypto.com supports 2 major fiats, right? That is supported on exchange, USD and euros. Well, Gate.io supports upwards of 22 different fiats. That means onboarding from 22 nations are easily accessible in and out, off-ramp and on-ramp onto the exchange, and then everybody with convenience, right, which is the number one thing when it comes to anything really, convenience out of 22 different nations supported fiat can go in and out buying Crow with Knife. Guys, when looking at some of the major limitations of exchanges across the world, one of the big things is that on and off ramps in not supported regions. Don't get me wrong, for the US, right? Because obviously the Gate.io is not supported on the US. But that's okay because crypto.com is easily accessible from the US and with majority of Europe. So that is an audience that is already supported and exposed to. From the team side of things, I can see why they chose Gate.io, because you're going to be exposing yourself to millions of additional people that we weren't originally exposed to. This is a great move, in my opinion, from the team, and I highly encourage this. I am very bullish about the outlook going into it, and stay tuned for what I'm looking forward next. And released just now by Gate themselves is an announcement of a Crow with Knife 70,000 airdrop giveaway. This is insane. This is a major platform. They're already pushing this out, and we're not even listed yet. Again, I won't have much information on this going further due to me being in the US and having restricted. I can't even log on to the website without it flaring up saying it's restricted, and I can't get any information on the website alone. But again, this is not about us using the platform. It's about hundreds to millions of other users across the world that weren't originally exposed to us to be exposed to us. So this is for them. I want all the exposure. Generally, what this means is that you're going to have hundreds of thousands of new members in Discord. You're going to have hundreds of thousands of people on Twitter pushing the new social media push. It's going to be adding to the community effort. Along with that, the amount of volume going into this project, especially on a hype basis, where right from the start, nobody's going to be selling on the platform, right? Respectively. But you're going to have hundreds to thousands of people on the day itself buying in because nobody has it on that respective platform. So there's going to be an instant surge of upward momentum. In a lot of ways, we have a ticking time bomb in front of us that has started ticking in upwards of last week, right? So start figuring out your strategy, start figuring out how you're going to go in and out, setting up an LP, whatever you want to do because you want to get ahead of it. What I'm curious to know is what chain is it going to be respectively listed on? Is it going to be the native peer on Crow that is going to be listed, or is it going to be one of the bridge assets? Is it going to be bridge base, for example, because they work with Ethereum and base more so than Crow itself? Of course, across the board, it's going to be supporting a lot of these major players with Crow included. And at the end of the day, I have my strategy, I have my bag all set up on a couple of different LPs, set up on different bridge assets. At the end of the day, I have my investment seated in, locked in, and I'm just ready for this momentum to go upward. I'm ready to see whatever it has in store for us. I'm excited, and I hope you're there with me. On a quick note, I've been really enjoying looking at, outside of the USD value, the W Crow value. And the chart looking at this is so bullish because what ends up happening is that since Crow has dropped significantly since we got listed on it, it's kind of crazy to think that our value of Crow is just getting higher and higher. So we're kind of fighting a losing battle in the short term because Crow is going down. So therefore, we need to pump it even more so for the value to go up. So looking at this, you can see how much Crow is in the project has substantially increased. Being at a recent all-time low of 305 million, it is at 600 million currently, which is astronomical, meaning that if we were at listed price about, the 15 to 17 cents, right, we'd be well over 70, 80 million dollars right now in market cap, if not higher. Meaning, when Crow starts to rebound, this number is going to be the most important you want to see at a higher level, because when Crow goes up, this is what gets into multiplication of this number. 601 million, you times that by an extra 10 cents, all of a sudden, you're adding millions, tens to millions to the market cap. This is a ticking time bomb in and itself. And you guys got to get ready. You got to get ready. This is one of the things I'm looking for, especially on a long-term play. If you're thinking Crow would go back up to 20 cents, 50 cents, imagine what will happen when all this liquidity, all this Crow that's in this project starts to go up by 10, 30, 40, 50 cents. And when I say that, I mean 2xing, 3xing, 5xing, and in some cases 10xing. Guys, this will be insane. This will be the token on the Cronos chain that will get all eyes on the chain itself. As always, guys, do your own research. This isn't financial advice. I transparently am invested in this project. I have set up LP on multiple bridged assets of Crow with Knife. I have my investment seated in. I have conviction. Make sure to do so yourself if you plan on making any play, specifically crypto meme coins. If you are not convicted, you will get wrecked. And nobody wants that. I specifically do not want that for my audience. So make sure to do so pertaining to any play. Always a special shout out to everybody that returns, supporting me on Twitter, on YouTube, subbing to me. It helps so much, and it's all free. So I appreciate you guys. I hope we all make money. This is IntoCryptoSpace. Until next time.